So things have gotten so bad for Warner Brothers as of late that now they're having to bribe talent to work with them. That's right. That's what this headline here is talking about. See, this says that they're having to guarantee filmmakers a payday for their HBO Max movies, but that payday, it's not giving them some money up front. Oh no, read this part here with me. Warner Brothers has come up with a new plan to compensate filmmakers during the beer bug. Treat every movie like a box office smash. Yeah, they're having to give away the farm. What's crazy about this is it's a reaction to talent walking away. You can see that in headlines about people like Christopher Nolan. After 18 years, this guy says, I'm through. I'm done working with them because I'm disgusted by what they've been doing as of late. Even if this works too, you have to go in, you have to placate other talent. They're having to give away money to them too when we read through this. But also, you're going to have to convince underwriters that you're not going to go in and screw them over. That's what they did with Legendary. They had to give them hundreds of millions of dollars, basically, to get things aligned with just that one company. And think about all the other companies they're going to have to placate. They're going to have to tell theaters, we're going to do something special for you, or they're not going to show their movies. That's what Cinemark said. We're only going to take the successes. We're not going to take every one of your movies. And that still doesn't smooth over things with consumers that have felt screwed over. I mean, look at all of the hoopla that's happened with Johnny Depp, for example. And that, it impacts millions of consumers, millions that would throw around money. I mean, Warner Brothers, like I said, they are writing blank checks. And I don't know if they really have the bank account to back all of this up. So hey there. So this here, I want to read this to you. I want to read it to you because it contains spin, of course, like you can see here. This is spin. Warner Brothers, they're trying to help out those filmmakers during the beer bug. They're going to give away money like everything is a box office smash. That is the same way that they spun the HBO Max move. And you know, the HBO Max move, that was about Warner Brothers. That was about their $152 billion debt load. Yeah, they're sinking. Now, the funny thing about this move is it's being sold as giving filmmakers, again, more money during the beer bug. But really, look what they're doing here. Look at how it's worded. After shocking Hollywood with its decision to release all its new movies this year on HBO Max, the studio has adjusted terms of its deals with partners to guarantee payments regardless of box office sales. So, you have a bomb there, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get paid. And to increase the odds of performance-based bonuses. So there's another. If you have success, we're going to pay you even more. So look at what they're giving away there. Warner Brothers will also pay a larger group of cast and crew money based on the fees it collects from HBO Max, according to people with knowledge of the studio's plan. So, again, they're not just giving away money to filmmakers. They're not just giving away to, say, actors. They're having to give it away to people that help make those movies. I wonder how far down the rabbit hole you have to go to placate people. Now, the company is close to resolving disputes with many parties, said the people, who asked not to be identified because the discussions are private. Details of some accords have already begun to surface, with Hollywood reporters saying this week that Warner is close to a deal with Legendary over the movie Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, to get Godzilla vs. Kong, by the way, you know what they had to do? They had to give away hundreds of millions of dollars. That's right. They also had to treat Legendary, one of its main underwriters, differently than other companies. How do you think that that's actually going to fly? I'm sure if I were another company and I was being treated differently, I'd say, you know, if you don't treat me like Legendary, if you don't hook me up that way, I'm not going to work with you anymore. Now, that argument, by the way, it's worked. Not with underwriters, mind you, but with people that dealt with other movies outside Wonder Woman 1984, because with Wonder Woman 1984, they had to give away the house to basically placate people with that movie. And yeah, that led to a lot of other deals, a lot of really sweetheart deals that I don't think Warner Brothers really has the cash right now to back up. Now, the agreements, they're the sign, they're trying to say, of beer bug troubled times. Most theaters, they're closed because of the beer bug, motivating studios to put their films online. But their payment contracts with partners are usually highly dependent on big screen success success, a system that many in Hollywood want to protect because it made them rich. Now, there's truth to that, of course. Hollywood, they want to protect that system to make sure that they get paid. But if you look at the way that Warner wanted to supposedly flip the script, it wasn't about altruism. It was about Warner getting paid. I mean, after all, again, that company, they have $152 billion in debt. They thought that they could go around. They thought that they could circumvent the Hollywood system. And in the process, they could make sure that people, they wouldn't get paid on their ends. Now here, this is interesting. We'll look through this part, and then this gets you to how you get paid. And that, like I said, all of this, it doesn't seem to work out. It seems like they're running with things on the fly. So Warner Brothers, they plan to release 17 movies in 2021. Those movies, they're going to appear in theaters and HBO Max at the same time, though, and look at this, they'll run exclusively on the big screen in many territories around the world. So there's one problem right off the bat. If you want to get people to sign up for HBO Max, if you want to be able to pay for this bill, well, you need to make money with that, right? You're not going to make money with HBO Max doing it that way. Also, these films, they will play on HBO Max for 31 days. So they have exclusivity. People, they'll tune in maybe to see that. But after that, how do you keep people around? I mean, sure, maybe you'll be able to keep them around for a little while, but, man, the risk versus reward, it doesn't seem to play out well. So here's how all of this works, by the way, according to people familiar with the situation. When movies come out this year, anyone entitled to a bonus will receive one at half the box office revenue that they would normally be needed to trigger a payout. So they're going to pay out at half price because, again, they know that what they've done, it's not going to allow box office success. So they're having to placate. They're saying, we're going to pay you regardless. And if more theaters close down, the threshold, it'll fall further. A stipulation called the beer bug multiplier. So they're setting it up knowing that they're going to help collapse theaters. Make no mistake, that's the plan too. It's to take everything. It's to put them on exclusivity platforms. So you're not just going to go in and pick up HBO Max. No, you're going to have to pay for every single movie. That's what Disney has pretty much said they're going to do in the future. But people, they think they're getting something for free. Now, those who would normally participate in profits from box office receipts will continue to do so, as well as benefit from on-demand and online sales. Now, that rabbit hole of bribery, it has to go deeper too. You can see HBO Max that will pay Warner Brothers a fee from the 31-day window, and that money from that will be shared with not just profit participants, but with cast and crew. So they're going to have to pay even more folks. The banking here is that more people, they will subscribe. They're going to bring in more money, but also I think they're trying to dodge litigation. They're trying not to become a relic. They see Disney Plus, how they're running. But like I said, I think that after they made all of their moves, they had so many people talking about suing them. They had to do something, and basically they gave a the house to do it. Now, what's interesting about this, I'm going to say this in closing, is it gives power to the consumers. And remember, all of the problems that they have with people like, say, Johnny Depp, they may have told you that millions of consumers don't matter, but you have even more power now. You can sink companies that are right on the edge, and you know what? Hey, you should have that power too. These companies, they thought they were too big to fail. They thought they could do anything. Well, now you see what they've had to resort to, and this is just trying to keep them afloat. But anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. I appreciate the heck out of you too. You make this stuff work. They forgot that. They're going to be reminded soon. And you want to help the platform out? There are links in the description, and I appreciate the heck out of you being here. I can't say that enough.